Today, we wrap up another season and year of AD podcasts. I'd like to thank Coach Chris Newton for taking the time to talk all things Anderson Raptors for fall, winter, spring seasons to keep the fans up to date. It's the number one show in our podcast group, and we want to keep it that way. Newt, how are we doing this afternoon?
Doing absolutely great. Absolutely great. We just got off the mower. The grass is cut, ready to go for some tournament softball today. So we're excited. We're going to keep the rain away and we're going to get after it.
Tell you what, it's over here in the Kenwood area. It's things like it's lightening up a little bit.
Yeah, I finished cutting the grass at like 10 till 1. And as I was driving the mower back to the shed, it started raining on me. And now it's beautiful out.
Yeah.
So imagine that.
Imagine that. It's spring season in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yes.
So let's go through our sports. Let's let everybody know where things are going. Baseball is above 500. They had their tournament selection over the weekend. You guys get to host Middletown next Tuesday, which is exciting to have a home baseball game. Tickets on sale at AndersonRaptors.org. But then a few non-league and some league games this week to wrap up the regular season.
Yeah, we're excited. We have senior night tonight. So very excited. West Claremont's coming over. We played a great game. And we've really played some good baseball games this year. You know, the 13 to 11s and the 17s, the 12s, you know, those just make you shake your head.
Right.
We have played a number of great games today this year, and Fridays was no exception. We won 3-1. So very excited about the way they're playing. We've got West Claremont today. We take on St. X tomorrow, and then it kind of gets a little weird where we'll go from there, because we actually start our freshman and JV ECC tournament on Thursday.
Nice.
So
and you guys host that?
We host the freshmen. Bartels Road helps us host the freshmen, and then the JV tournament is hosted by West Claremont. They use their high school and they use West Claremont Middle School as well.
Nice.
So Thursday it's at the home site or the higher seed site. Friday it's at Turpin and us, and then Saturday the freshmen's championship game is at our place.
That's fun that you guys do that for the lower levels. Just give them something to shoot for at the end of the year.
It is. It's things that we've wanted to do. Coaches have really wanted to do, and we've got after it a couple years, and then it felt like it kind of slid away. But we've done a really good job. The coaches have done a really good job of keeping things together, and you have to make a commitment to it, because you have to relinquish your field. I mean, as the varsity coach, you got to relinquish your field, at least for one day. And for us, we got to relinquish our field for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Or I'm sorry, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I think it's great for
we're excited.
Program in the league. I think that's outstanding.
Yes. Yeah. Very excited.
Yeah, because you get the end of your regular season at that lower level. That's it.
I can't tell you how many times our JV program, their final game was rained out.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean that's how the season ended, with a rain out. And you always want, you love playing the game. It's for the love of the game, but it's also for competition.
Sure.
There ain't nothing better than competition. Yeah, and in a tournament setting, you want to prepare the kids for what a tournament setting is all about.
Right.
And that's what this does. And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great. Great for all the levels. Congratulations to your league for doing that. And good luck to varsity as the regular season winds down and tournament play starts next week. Good luck to them. Switch over to softball. You guys play your first game tonight, hosting the Princeton Vikings. Newt, is softball like baseball, that if you're the higher seed, you can, let's say, host 3 home games before you go onto a neutral site?
Yeah, I believe in years past, I think it was 2,
Okay.
games, but I believe it's now up to 3.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's tough. Again, you have to give up your home site and for these tournaments. And I commend there's a lot of schools, the Lakota East, Lakota West, the Hamilton, they give up their gym and their field because the size of the gyms and all
Sure.
that. But you also give your site up. And I understand, and I'm very appreciative of it, but it's also very interesting too, because you can be playing the same time you're hosting.
Right.
And and I would never, ever, ever, ever miss one of our kids' games um to host the game.
Right.
And I don't know, it's just very difficult. And if I was hosting a game, I'd want to make sure I was here to do it. So I applaud those individuals and those schools that do allow it, but
It's
maybe I'm
tough
just
on
a
your
little too
resources.
selfish.
Yeah. It's
I
tough.
I just I'm a little too selfish
Yeah, the
to say it.
GMT schools over the last, when the OHSA kind of got away from those neutral site games and got away
Yeah,
from the Nipperts and things like that. I mean, the GMC schools have been great, but boy, they really must, as their teams still play, run their resources thin, because you can't host a home game in most sports. So it
right,
makes it tough.
right, right. Um, but no, it's great. And Anderson High School, if you remember this, back and when I was a little kid, I remember coming up here. Anderson High School used to host like the Division 3 basketball tournament. I
Really?
remember Dexter Skywalker Bailey.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
him?
Heck
I
yeah.
I
Summit,
remember
right?
coming
Didn't he go to Summit?
Summit Country Day before he
Yep.
went to Xavier University. So I remember coming up and watching him here at Anderson High School. They used to say he was like Dale Griffith. He could take or he could take $1 off the top of the backboard and leave 4 quarters, leave the change. And I tell you what, after watching him jump, I don't doubt it.
What were they?
Um,
Buy Slamma Jamma?
yeah, but yeah, and it also, hosting, heck, it's a reward for having a great season,
Yeah.
and if you're the higher seed, you deserve a little bit of a reward, and being able to host is a great thing.
Yeah, that's great. So hopefully the rain holds, first of all.
Yes.
5 o'clock at Anderson, tickets at andersonraptors.org. And I hope you guys get several home games before you have to go to the neutral site. So best of luck to softball.
Yeah, yep. Our girls are ready. And it'll be great to be out there hooting and hollering for them today.
Let's go to boys lacrosse. They'll finish out their regular season hosting LaSalle on Thursday, and then I believe Friday night is their tournament draw. So they'll start playing next week, and finishing out LaSalle's program's coming on. So that should be an interesting game at
Yeah.
Anderson Thursday at 7.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing too. As we talked about, I believe last week, our boys lacrosse team is starting to play really well, and they're starting to get after it. Tuesday night was a tough one, and we took that. I think it was Tuesday night. We took that one on the chin. We had a couple that we took on the chin, but we're playing well. Like I said, I could not be more proud of the way that our coach and our players are getting after it, and they're playing the game the right way.
Sure.
And we might not be winning a ton of matches, but we're playing the game the right way, and that's so very important to me. Our coaches are coaching the right way. I heard one of our assistant coaches, holler out this week, "I don't care that they're doing that to you. You don't do that. That's
Right.
not how we play the game." And in the grand scheme of things, our kids are going to be rewarded for being coached like that and doing the right things down the road. So
Building the
we just keep
foundation.
doing what we're doing, and I'm very proud of them.
Yeah, that's great. Very great. Let's go to the girls' side of lacrosse. Same with them. They have wrap up their regular season. They host Loveland tonight at 7. on campus, and then travel to Summit Country Day, the home of Dexter Skywalker Bailey,
Yeah.
on Thursday, and then they'll have their draw Friday evening, so they'll know who they play the following week. So best of luck to girls lacrosse.
Yeah. Yeah. Saturday was an interesting one. Well, first of all, um, it's never a problem when you have brilliant kids on your athletic teams. But Friday we were alerted to five of our girls lacrosse players going to be inducted to or being a part of the Latin Honor Awards
Wow.
tonight. So, man almighty, Friday, we put it in high gear to try to figure out what the heck we're going to do. Um, our league is awesome. We got great people to work with. And actually, if you remember, the Loveland Anderson girls lacrosse game was supposed to be Tuesday. Loveland has a number of girls that are in a program on Tuesday, so we moved it to Monday. Well, everything was hunky dory for a while until some of our girls found out they're going to be part of this thing. So on Friday, when we found out, now we're working the phones again, trying to get to figure out what we can do. So tonight we are playing our varsity at 5:15, and
Okay.
the JV is going to play after.
So,
So
so they can attend their award
that's
ceremony.
exactly right. They're going to get a little bit of everything. They're going to be able to go play some lacrosse, and then, if they can, go shower, come back, or I think it would be pretty cool to come back and accept an honors award in your uniform. So that's just me, but
We're old school.
you might not believe, yeah, you might not believe this, and everybody else might think they want to check the records at my high school, but I was in the National Honor Society, and I remember my mom, we were flying down the highway trying to get back because I had a ball game, and there ain't no way I was missing a ball game. And so I got to accept my medal with my uniform on. I thought that was cool.
Yep.
Everybody else was dressed. I mean, I had a uniform. So that was pretty cool. So hopefully our girls tonight experience that and enjoy that part of it.
Yep. That's the high school successful life. It's great.
Yeah. Well, and our girls, Saturday was an interesting with our girls because we had prom Saturday night. Well, if you remember, it was raining a little bit,
Yep.
and we kept trying to push it back and push it back. And our girls were awesome. I met with a couple of our older girls and said, listen, you got to help me out. What's the drop dead time? You've got to be home. And so they told me, they were very honest. They worked with us, and we figured out a game plan. Mount Notre Dame was awesome and worked with us. And we got to the point where we knew we couldn't play two games. We were past the point. So we just played a varsity only game. And our girls, our girls were very appreciative. They're very respectful. They were awesome. Um, and everybody got home in time to do whatever they need to do, I guess. But unfortunately, we didn't come up on the winning side, but we just got such great kids. I mean, it's so awesome.
Isn't it, it's such a great life lesson that how key, even in today's electronic age, how communication is the key to a success of so many things.
The absolute key. Absolute key.
Just,
Yes.
just ask the question.
Yes,
Just
sir.
talk, just ask.
Yeah.
So fantastic. Well, that's great. Good luck to them. And as they finish the regular season out and then find out their tournament slotting on Friday and then
Yes.
playing next week. And then let's switch over to boys tennis. I believe they have, at least on paper, a match against hosting St. X tonight. And then I think we're in smack dab in tournament time, aren't we, for boys
Yeah.
tennis?
Yeah. We're saying next. They actually they moved it up to again, we've talked about relationships and how important it is. So we're up at the racket club tonight. Um and again, we've talked about the relationship that we have with them and the great people that they are. And our coach foresaw that it's quite possible we could be having some nasty weather. So we're up there tonight. And then Wednesday, starts the state tournament. And it's very crazy, state tournament, because we also have AP testing going on.
Ooh,
So it's very interesting because the state tournament is during the day.
sure,
Um, so coaches get with other coaches, and because sometimes the kids can't, one kid might have an AP test on Monday, and one might have it on Tuesday, and you just never know. So the coaches get with each other and work out. So I believe we have a couple. It starts Wednesday, but I believe we have a couple that are actually playing on Tuesday
got it.
because it won't work out on Wednesday. And the great thing with AP testing, everybody around is taking the exact same test the exact same day. And at least that's what they tell me. I never took AP
Sure.
test. Um, but no, it works out. It works out perfect.
Well,
Communication. There you
yeah,
go, Rob.
I mean, there it is. Just communicate. So good luck to them as the tournament gets going and they wrap up the regular season at Beachmont Racket today. And then let's switch over to track and field. I believe
Yeah.
ECC's at home. I know you wanted to talk about that, hosting the ECC's on Wednesday and Friday this week, and then they're smack dab into the district meets at Mason, and then so on.
Yeah. Well, first, I mean, we had we ran Friday night, and Nolan Least is a young man that is just, I mean, he's one of those kids that has such a bright future ahead of him in every regards. He if he wanted to, he could run at the next level, but incredibly intelligent young man. I mean, just he's just a phenomenal kid, and he is hitting stride so well. Ran a great time. Coach Lee was talking to me about it. I talked to her on Friday afternoon, and they were shooting for a specific time. And I gotta tell you, it wasn't he ran it. I'm sure Coach Lee congratulated him, and then she texted me immediately. We were here with lacrosse, so I wasn't able to go out there.
Mhm.
But I mean, that's the kind of coaches we have, and the way Coach Lee is. She cares so much about the kids, and she was telling me all about what he needed. And man, right away she's texting and letting me know that he got it. So but Nolan and a number of our kids are going to represent Anderson High School incredibly well Wednesday and Friday. And Wednesday, Friday is a neat thing. And I hope, you know, parents that even don't have, track kids, I hope some Anderson parents come and watch this because um, this is the showcase. This is the tournament. And I'm incredibly honored that we are able to host, um, the shindig here. And it's a great thing.
It's a big
Uh,
event. Now, Newt, for fans, is it free to get in? Is there a ticket price? What's
no, sir.
okay?
No, sir. It is actually for ECC championship events.
Okay.
It is $10
All right.
for the championship events. It's $10, and then for the students, it's 5. They don't adjust they don't change students.
Okay.
Um,
Does that
but
start at 5 o'clock on Wednesday and Friday? Does that sound right?
So Wednesday, the field events start at 5,
Okay.
and then the running events start at 6:30. And then, hopefully, and again, this is going to be interesting with the weather, but hopefully we get all the field events done on Wednesday. So then Friday would just be running finals,
Okay.
and that would be starting at 6:30.
6:30, and then parking anywhere on campus.
Like we talked about at the AHS Invitational. They took literally anywhere on campus. I think someone was parked on the science wing, on top of the science wing. I don't know, got a ramp up there or something. I don't know. But it was everywhere.
That's
Just
great.
don't park on a baseball and softball field, please.
Yeah. Yes, especially. So come on out, support the ECC teams at Anderson High School this Wednesday and Friday to support them. And then once that's complete, the next Wednesday, district meets start at Mason, and on they go, onward and upward for the state tournament.
Yeah, very excited. Very excited. We got some kids that are gonna get it done. Bobby Stannard, I can't wait to watch him throw the shot and the disc. He is last year he was the grand poobah of the event and won both the shot put and discus. So I'm excited to see that again, and it'll be a great 2 days of cheering on our kids.
Sounds great. Well, best of luck to them. Before we wrap up this season's show, Newt, we're talking about improving the show in the fall. We're going to take it from 8 weeks to 10 weeks, and then periodic throughout the seasons, we're going to add coaches and student athletes with you. And we're excited. We're still trying to figure out how we're going to work it, but just thought we'd tease that a little bit to everybody that we'll have some coaches and student athletes on the show starting in the fall in August, and we'll probably follow the football weeks and do 10 weeks of shows. And we're looking forward to doing it again. I think starting year 5 of these shows.
Yeah, yeah, I am super excited about that, and there's so many. I mean, I absolutely love this. I love talking to you, but I love being able to get information out to our people to talk about our kids, and I'm very flattered that people actually watch this, but I think people will be very excited to see a different face on here, like our kids' faces and our coaches' faces, rather than staring at my ugly mug every week. I
Well, it
think
looks better
it'll
now that it's
be
got a haircut, so it looks better.
well, believe me, some people tell me, Newt, man, you need a haircut. Jeez, old Pete. So, but yeah, yeah.
We'll, we'll send
I
out.
think it'll be awesome.
Yeah, once we get it finalized, we'll send it out, and they'll start seeing shows in August. But as always, Newt, thanks for taking the time. The shows were great this year, and have a great summer. And we'll touch base in August and get this thing rolling again.
Yeah. Rob, you're the best. Elliot's the best. And we really appreciate you giving this platform to us for us to be able to showcase our kids.
Sounds
So
great, Newt.
thank you,
All the best,
sir.
kid. Take care.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.